Hi. Hello. I don't know how to do this anymore. Hello Thistledown gang, welcome back to my channel if you've already been here. If not, hi! It's lovely to have you here, even though my camera doesn't really focus. Yeah, I'd love for you to stay, and by that I mean subscribe. What the fuck, can you please focus? On me. Hello? Thank you. So I haven't been doing videos in quite a long time, like a year or something, because, well, life happened, and mostly my half-year internship at a great library, which I still work for, now that I'm back at uni, which honestly is a lot more work than work. And I desperately want to get back into making videos. That's why I'm here. Hi. If you do not know me, hi, I run this channel. I usually go by Hedge or by Moss, and this is what we do here. And mostly it's me rambling, and usually it's me like crafting, things like that. And today I'm making a thrift haul, and if this gets too awkward, be aware that this is kind of a guinea pig situation, ish. Because I've been trying to make videos again for quite some time now. I've been filming things and then basically scrapping them again. I've deleted a lot of video material lately. Because I kept filming things but never got around editing them, which is super sad. Because some of the projects were really nice and I liked them, and but I never really got around filming them, and they just kept kind of suffocating me creatively, and I don't like that. So today we just try to start me off again with something nice and easy, which is a thrift haul. This is not in any way, shape, or form ordered. It's not. It hasn't been collected in a specific time frame, probably since the last thrift haul I made, but that's been a while. Also, I find my voice to be weird right now, but we'll just try. Okay, cool. Thank you for staying with me for this experiment. Okay, here's the thrifting intro. So that was so I did that. That's cool. I've been watching a few other thrift hauls lately. I especially like the ones from Love Letter Recipient, which I'll put somewhere or in the show notes or something, and sometimes other people too. Let's just start with what was on the top of the pile, which is this magnificent skirt. And I've had this for over a year now, I'm pretty sure. And I was waiting for myself to make an autumn thrift haul, because this has a leaf pattern and is very, very obviously autumn coloured. The problem with this thing is it's a size it doesn't say. It's a size it doesn't say, and it's definitely not exactly my size. Like, I fit in there, but I do not comfortably fit in there. And I think you call that mid-size. I say I'm sometimes a bit chunky. But honestly, I love food and snacks more than I love fitting into certain sizes. And I like my body. What I actually wanted to say is I'm going to make this somehow wider, because it's also a bit too long for me, like for the things I like. And then I'll have extra material and put it somewhere around the waistline and make it wider and fit me and be super comfy and nice. And this is a flannel and I love it, and yeah, maybe I'll take you along, I don't know yet. Also, I try not to buy new projects, basically things that I want to alter, but believe me, we're going to need a counter for this. Yeah, so that is number one. Delicious, delicious fall skirt that I have no idea how to style, because I haven't worn skirts in quite a while, but part of me wants to again. Then there's this thing, which was more of a summery haul thing because it reminds me of Spanish moss, and I wanted to do a Southern Gothic type thrift haul, but like Northern German Southern Gothic, but it didn't work out. I just didn't like what it did. So we get it here. This is a poncho kind of thing with small little pearly beads in front, and it's something I can throw over as a cover, especially in summer when I want something to more cover me more, something I can basically shroud myself in. You hear my German accent very much in that shroud. Yeah, but I like the colour. I like the mossy feel of it, kind of. It's like, yeah, it's a bit like moss that has grown me. Basically, like if I were a rock or a log in the woods. I just should... Who gave me a camera? Now, if you know me, you know I like to collect trinkets, and something that I like to put my trinkets in, because otherwise they just stand around and gather dust undecoratively, and so they just gather dust decoratively, which is also, it's nicer, to be honest, is these kind of... In Germany we call them Setzkasten. Did I look? I probably looked up what they're called in English. And you can see my camera setup if I hold them correctly. But I do it like this, so it's radiant. Yeah, these trinket type Wunderkammer boxes, and this one has this nice little mirror in the back, which also is great at showing all the dust that is in there. You don't want to see this up close before I clean it. And there's this, which is like a tympanum, like this roof type shape. And my idea is that I could paint this. This basically screams for something to be painted in there. And the cool thing is I do not even have to bother with this part, because this just comes off. Then there's this thing, which is just a nice flowy blouse. That was also actually more of a summer thing, but I could put it under something long sleeved or over something long sleeved in winter, and I have something that is pretty much like this in red, and I wanted something in white too, so I can have a light version and a dark version, and this needs a bit of cinching around the waist, so I'll do something about that too. Project number 3. And while we're at it, project number clutter 4 is this thing, which is also a case of I am a bit too chunky and would not comfortably fit in there, but I was so charmed by this. It has so much childhood vibes somehow. Like, if you remember my improbable trends for 2024 video, that was probably the last one I did. Was that the last one I did? I think that was the last one I did. Which I wanted to make follow-up DIYs for, and now we're almost at the end of the year, but hey, who knows? Maybe the trends will continue into the next year. But this one kind of has this doll vibe I was going for in that video. These absolutely lovely tulle ruffled bits here, with the rocaille beads on it, and I absolutely fell in love with that and thought, hey, I bet I can make this wide enough to fit me. So here we go, project number 4. I like picking up linen stuff that has monograms and is obviously pre-owned. Not necessarily for sewing, I also do that too, but this one is a damask towel, and at some point I looked closely and saw that this was apparently from a hotel, and I cannot read that right now, but if I find it again, I will put a picture on here where I have heightened the contrast accordingly. And somebody monogrammed this, so maybe they took it home in a non-sketchy way, but I love the idea of somebody around the turn of the century, because that's just what that looks like, stealing a hotel towel. Which I just like the idea. It's just really fun to me because it's just people being people, and then they put their own monogram on there. So that is lovely. Not quite sure what to do with this. Maybe I'll use it for one of my lab characters. Maybe I'll use it as a tablecloth because I use a lot of tablecloths. Not. Which brings me to the next piece, which is this. This is actually from my last thrifting trip that I made. And it's this super kitschy tablecloth, and I love it. This is exactly my brand of kitsch. This is this basically 80s. I'm not sure if it's 80s. It could also be 70s or 90s or something like that. But it feels like 80s trying to be turn of the century, and I love that so much. I think it's so cute, and these washed out coral pink things are so precious. Love the color scheme, honestly. And this is something I'm actually pondering about putting into my picnic basket that I wanted to use more, because I love the idea of having old-fashioned picnics, like with a real picnic basket and then playing badminton in the park, because you know, I happen to live quite near a park that is old, and it has such a nice vibe, and I could do that. And I think my best friend would be down for that, or several of my friends would be down for that. So yeah, this could be, you know, a centerpiece cloth in the middle of the other blankets with all of the decorative food that is also just there to be eaten. And this is another large wad of fabric, kind of matching the fact that it's Halloween today. I'm not at a party. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Maybe next year. But this makes a great ghost disguise. I'm a very fancy ghost. Wait, can I put the flower crown on there? I can't see anything, so I think I'd like this if I could see it. So the idea with this is that it's circular. It's circular and quite large, and it is long enough that it reaches from kind of my waist to my feet. So this would make a perfect circle skirt. So I'm going to cut yeah, that's another project. I'm going to cut a hole into the middle, build in a placket so it closes, and then I can wear it over other colourful things so they shine through these lace bits. Very nice work, by the way, whoever made this. And then, yeah, wear it as a historically inspired piece. It's kind of like a lawn dress, very summery, turn of the century type. That would be Edwardian for the people who like to use the basically British monarch system. That's the last large wad of fabric, I think. No, I want to continue with something that's not a project, because this is kind of embarrassing. Oh, this is heavy. I apparently put things in there. So this is a nice box. I do have a habit of picking up tins like this, or as we call it in this house, receptacles. And yeah, this one was just really nice. No idea what to put in it. I have a lot of receptacles, and some of them are empty, most of them are in a receptacle over in the craft room. But yeah, I'll find something to put in there, and let's see what's in there right now, because I put things into the thrifty suitcase and then forgot about them. First up, there are two cast iron snails. Apparently I thought it was a great idea to buy these. I think I wanted to maybe put a coat of lacquer on them to make them definitely not stain anything, and then use them as fabric weights or something. I think that was the original idea. I have no idea, but they're adorable. Also, I like the housey snails. They're nice. They don't do much, and they are adorable when they crunch on lettuce. So. Then in the receptacle, there was another receptacle, which is one of these things, kind of coffin-shaped fitting for Halloween. Coffin shape with these stamped out hearts and kind of crossy things. And I think about hanging it up like a small shelf and then putting something in there. Like it looks like it was made for a collectible figurine, if you ask me. So I kind of want to do that. Might have to punch a hole into the back or thread something through these punched motifs here to hang it up. But I think it could actually go pretty well on that wall, which I just now figured out that I actually could hang things on. Don't ask me why I didn't figure out that. Matching the fall vibes, there's also this electroplated copper leaf. Super pretty, don't know what to do with it. Maybe put it somewhere on my stuff, because it's just lovely. Like a badge from the autumn court or something. Yeah, I like that. I think I'll put it on right now. Yep, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'll keep it like that. Also it's oak, and I had a good climbing oak out back where I grew up, so I like that. Kind of a childhood reminder, even though it's not from directly my childhood. It's a long one, but this one I actually got from work. It's not really a thing I bought secondhand, because I saved this from being thrown out. It's an old, well, what's that called in English? I have no idea, because I do have a large English vocabulary, but I do not have my specific field vocabulary, which is embarrassing. But this is from an old catalogue. This was L to Z from the Barocknachrichten, so the Baroque News, which was a journal. I think that's adorable, and I'd probably put my ribbons or something in there, or paint. But this is going into my craft room as some sort of storage, another receptacle. And I was just very happy about this one and wanted to show you. Oh look, it's more cast metal animals. This time it's squirrels. I think I bought these as possible future bookends for a dollhouse or something. I just thought they were adorable. And they look a bit mean, which is very apt and very, very correct for squirrels, because they're cute, but also they trash talk every other animal in the woods. Like, sit around in a place where there's at least 2 of them and you'll hear them trash talk all day. I mean, I like gossip, I think it's great, but they're not very nice animals. But they're cute. Oh, and there's also this porcelain pendant. I kind of like these. I don't know if I would wear them per se, but I also, now that I see it in a viewfinder, it's cute. Might just have to find the right ribbon or chain for that. But I like these, and if I do not wear it, I'll probably just hang it on my wall, also there. Just in between as a very tiny picture, because it already kind of has sort of a frame, so that works. At this point I decided to stop filming, because this was getting really, really long and I had like an hour or something of footage. And decided to rather either split the thrift haul or just end it here and make another at some point that was more thematically coherent. I hope you enjoyed it nevertheless. I personally like people rambling in the background about their latest treasures when I do whatever. And I hope this won't be the last you see of me in the upcoming months, because as I said, I would really like to get back into making videos. I missed it, and I just have to get my groove back, and maybe some time. But the semester is almost over, and then I actually have something that resembles actual free time, and not like some of my professors just got ill, and that's why I have time to edit my videos. That was maybe a bit much information, never mind. Yeah, have a lovely time until we meet again. Be nice to yourself, be nice to each other. It's very cold out there, socially and meteorologically, and
yeah, have a lovely day. Have a lovely time. Bye.